Sunday, 16 March. Got a big front coming through tonight. It's already started, a lot of wind. Pretty rugged. So we've got all hands at battle stations right now. I think that was just the front going through. It's torrential rain outside. We're dry inside the boat. Most of the lightning and thunder seems to have passed, thank God. That's always my biggest concern. So we definitely recorded a 44 knot gust here for a while in the marina, and I didn't get the camera on right away with the wind instrument. I'm pretty sure we hit 50 or a little bit more than 50. Here comes more wind right now. Bear in mind that we're inside the marina and we've got protection. The whole town of Beaufort is south of us, between us and the direction of this front. So it must have been blowing, hurricane force winds right off the inlet to Beaufort. The sea must be hellacious out there right now. I hope nobody's out there. Here's weather.com's radar. Let's run this. We're sort of right in the middle there where that blue dot is. Yeah, there's more passing us here from the southwest, southwest. Looks like it may end by 7 a.m. It's 2:02:48 right now. And if we bring this guy back, the next threat would be, that looks like it's going to miss us, that big clump of red there. But it's going to bring a lot of wind, of course, and more rain. Yeah, we might be good to go here in another hour and a half by 04 maybe. So keep our fingers crossed here on Wallaby. Continues to blow really hard here in the marina. There's just no way we're going to get out of here today. I don't believe it's going to diminish at all. I think it's just going to blow all day. So we're going to have to reformulate our plan and how to continue our march south. Good morning. It's Wednesday, 19 March, and we're going to leave Beaufort. I've been waiting here unsuccessfully trying to find a window to get to Charleston. And it's very difficult, it's, in March to find, 2-day, 3-day windows going south. So we're going to employ a new strategy here. And we're going to use the ICW together with some short hops down the coast to hopefully get us going and get us to Charleston. So the first leg here is what you see on the screen. In keeping with the ICW, we're using a magenta line here, and we're going to go from Beaufort Inlet, which is on the upper right side of that line, and the lower left sign is Masonboro Inlet, and that's the entryway to Wrightsville Beach, and so that's where we're going to go in. It's about 63 nautical miles, and it'll take us 11 hours, something like that, 12 hours, 13 hours maybe to get down there. And the idea here is that once we get to Wrightsville Beach, we're going to go into a marina. There's another one of these hellacious storm fronts coming through. That'll be tomorrow. And we'll be hunkered down at the marina. Then the next day, we're going to use the ICW to go about, I think, 25 miles to Southport, which is where we're going to stage another event to come offshore again, hopefully. So that's the idea, and we're going to start probably around noon. So I'll see you then. Bye. Okay, you ready? Clear in the back. Stern this way. Thanks. Okay, underway at 11:46 off the dock. Hey, we're clearing the inlet now. Okay, so we've exited Beaufort Inlet. And after the next pair of buoys, we'll reach our initial point, and we're going to change course for the inlet over at Wrightsville Beach. guys can see all the way down there, several miles, there's a ship. And it's not on AIS. It has a very distinguished profile. So yeah, it's a U.S. government vessel. And there's another one coming in to join her. Also showing up on AIS. They're both up on AIS. Those are the Navy ships on the upper left part of the chart. I doused the Genoa in case we have to maneuver. So we're about 3 miles now away from 2 Navy warships operating in Onslow Bay. There's the first vessel. If we slowly sweep the horizon, should be able to see the second vessel coming in. U.S. government vessel, U.S. government vessel. This is sailing vessel Wallaby, sailing vessel Wallaby, over.
Warship 98 off your starboard bow on channel 160.
Do you require me to change course and speed? Over.
Sailing vessel Wallaby, this is Warship 98 negative. Over.
Affirmative. I'll maintain course and speed. Monitoring 16 out. So I'm still close enough to shore to get a fairly small signal, and I googled U.S. Navy Warship 88, and this is U.S. Navy warship with hull number 88 is the USS Preble DDG-88, an Arleigh Burke-class guided missile destroyer, named in honor of Commodore Edward Preble. Well, and her partner behind me is no doubt another Arleigh Burke. These are guided missile platforms, so there's 2 of them here, and I'll be glad to clear the area. Now, we're now at a distance of 2 nautical miles. The spelling was P-R-E-B-L-E. So maybe Preble, not Preble. USS Preble. So we'll just keep chugging here. But I think if we get within once we get within 1 nautical mile or close to that, I'm going to hail her again and confirm that she wants me to continue course and speed here, because we're on a converging course right now. Looks like she started a slow turn to starboard. But our closest point of approach before was getting down to like a quarter of a nautical mile. So hopefully she is making a turn. It's going to start going the other way. She's definitely turning. Warship 88, this is sailing vessel Wallaby, over. Okay, you probably didn't hear that. I had to go below to my high power VHF. So she just said they're on a new course and I should maintain course and speed. And she wished me a happy voyage. God bless her. So there she goes. Preble, USS Preble, Arleigh Burke guided missile destroyer, right here in Onslow Bay. And her sister ship is down there too. I don't know which one that is. You can't get a read on it unless they tell you what their hull number is. Under AIS, they just go by U.S. government vessel. Okay, so that's it for my excitement. I go take a nap now. Saving a lot of ICW time by cutting across Onslow Bay here, for sure. And the character of the ICW below Beaufort is a lot different than the ICW that we came down on from Virginia. The section from Virginia down to Beaufort is just a bunch of rivers, really, and the cuts just connect the rivers. And you don't have to worry really about tidal effects or anything like that. But on this stretch of the ICW, it's really paralleling the coastline, and there's all sorts of inlets and cuts out to the ocean along the way. And so you've got real potential for shoaling and currents going one way when you're approaching an inlet and the other way when you get past it. And it's really difficult for me, because I'm not an ICW guy. The people who do this, well, they're using stuff. What's that guy's name? Like Bob 423. He's got a bunch of books and specialty charts that have custom sonar soundings and just really, really awesome technology. And I think a lot of the loopers are big, users of that. And you see a boat rigged up for the ICW, it just doesn't have a chart plotter at the binnacle like I have. It's got a chart plotter, and then bolted on, are like 3 tablets or iPads, and each one's running, this one over here is running U.S. Army Corps of Engineer data, and this other one's running the Bob 423 stuff, and it's crazy. They have like their own technology and everything, and that's really, if you're going to do the ICW for real all the way down, you really should look at that. And I'm lazy and don't really, I just want to use those parts of the ICW here that are easy to use and try to do as much off coastal as I can, because I am not set up for the ICW right now. And it's too big of a learning curve for me to throw it on, like in a few hours. It would take some reading and study and everything, and equipment. So that's kind of the story on that. So off in the distance, I now see a third vessel. So there's at least 3 of these Arleigh Burke class destroyers operating here. Basically like a destroyer squadron. it's moving to a position right in front of us. Yeah, it looks like she's moving to a position right in front of us. Hopefully she'll cross our bow and not hang around there too long. She's crossed our bow. So I don't think I need to attempt to call her. Looks like she's turning right around us. So this whole destroyer squadron thing has really eaten into my nap time today. I was hoping to get in a few winks before I have to pull into a strange harbor for the first time in the middle of the night and drop the hook. Okay, so that destroyer's moved off. It's going away. So hopefully that'll be it for destroyer squadron action today. About 32 miles out from the inlet, about halfway, and we're coming up abreast of Camp Lejeune and the New River. So we're basically on schedule, maybe a little bit ahead, looking at maybe 1100 or midnight to enter the inlet, and then we've got to look for an anchoring spot. Into the night. Miles to the outer marker. Good morning, 0709, and we're leaving the little anchorage that we stayed in last night as soon as we came through the inlet. We are now trying to get down to the marina. Federal Point Yacht Club is the marina we're going to today, down a chunk of the ICW. We are back on the magenta line. Blowing 15 here on the ICW. We're basically going into a marina as fast as we can because by about 4 or 5 today we're going to get slammed with another one of those fronts. We need to be hunkered down. it's quality right coming to Pierce Road. I'm like 500 meters away. So I'm at the Federal Point Yacht Club Marina, and it's very pretty here. This is Carolina Beach, North Carolina. Went into Mason Borough Inlet in the middle of the night, pulled into Wrightsville Beach right behind it, and dropped the hook for a few hours of some really dicey sleep, and then made our way down here. From here, we're going over to Southport to one of the marinas and stage, hopefully for a little bit of a run offshore. 21 March, about 3:15 in the afternoon. So I just want to go through the chart for what we did and where we're going to go tomorrow. If we put, I'll set it up as a route. So we came in like this at night, down these lit and unlit buoys that mark the channel. We turned right into Banks Channel at Wrightsville Beach, behind Wrightsville Beach, and then we went right off to the west of the channel and dropped the hook. There was already one sailboat at anchor when we arrived, which was around midnight. And when I got up in the morning, there were 3 of us. So another guy must have come in after us. Then as early as we could do, I think about 7, we got off, came back to this junction buoy here, and then made our way through this little channel and onto the ICW. We wanted initially, so we're looking for a marina because that evening another front's going to come through. And initially we looked at marinas in Wrightsville, of which there are many, and really nice ones supposedly. And after speaking to 3 of them who told me they had no room at all, we opted to expand our search, and we ended up down in Carolina Beach at another marina, which turned out to be just fine. But this is how we got there, down the ICW. And this portion of the ICW was relatively benign until we got down towards the Carolina Inlet, Carolina Beach Inlet, something like that, which I'll get to in a second here, I think, if I keep going. Down, 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 down. Yeah, there it is, Carolina Beach Inlet. And you'll notice that the ICW on the chart here, bear in mind, this is an official NOAA chart, the magenta line in this section of white here disappears, as it does on my Navionics charts, which are at the steering station while I'm driving the boat down here. And the buoys look nothing like they do here on the chart, nor on my Navionics charts. And so I just followed my nose here and followed the actual buoys as they exist. And I got through here, but the depth got below 6 feet at one point. And so this area here, first of all, nobody goes in and out of this inlet. There's just too much shoaling. But even on the ICW, this is a very problematic part of it. And this is where your Bob 423 stuff pays for itself, because I'm sure that Bob's software has all this stuff, complete sonar analysis and imagery to guide you and keep you from going aground. So anyway, we muddled our way past there without managing to go aground, which was fortunate. And right here is Snow's Cut, and this is the way you go out to the Cape Fear River, and this is where we're going to go tomorrow. But right here, you just continue straight down this little area here, and this is like the Carolina Beach area, still part of that. And we came all the way down here to the marina, which is somewhere like around here, and this is the Federal Point Yacht Club Marina. That's where I'm at right now. Okay, so that's that. And now let's get rid of this and talk about what we're going to do tomorrow, which is our last jaunt for this section of our trip. So let's do another new route. Started here, back up, back up the way we came, and now we're gonna hang a left and go down this Snow's Cut. There's a bridge here that has clearance, fixed bridge, 65 feet, and some overhead power cabling, which is at 68 feet, so that's no problem. We're going to continue on here. And there's supposed to be some issues here that I'm going to try and remember to read about, or maybe they're down here. I can't remember. But there's some of that Bob 423 stuff that maybe I can acquaint myself with in time to avoid any issues. I think I remember reading somewhere that there's on some notice to mariners that there's some thing here, shoaling across, and you have to steer favoring one side or the other, something like that. So all the way down, finally join this main upper channel here, which is our goal, to get on that all the way down the Cape Fear River here, and we're going towards the inlet. We're all the way down. Keep going. And here is Southport, which is the little town. And then instead of going out to sea, we're gonna turn off. This is actually the ICW route here. And we're gonna come a ways up past that canal right here. And that marina is the one of the safe harbor marinas. I forget its name, but it's the Southport Safe Harbor. And that's the marina we're going to go into. We're going to refuel, put more water on the boat, restock, and generally prep for an off-coastal run, which we'll hopefully get this week. That's our game plan. So that whole trip, if we want to look at it, it's not long. So if we look over here, blah, 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 it's 15 miles right up here. So it'll take, three-ish hours, something like that. I can kind of delete this now. But we have to be aware, let me zoom out a bit. We want to be aware of currents, because you can get some pretty good currents flowing in this river. So up at the top is that Snow's Cut that we're going to come through, and then down at the bottom is our destination near the inlet. So let's put on current, and you can see the current arrows look a bit confused here. But let's just pick a current arrow that's pointing in our direction just temporarily at this point in time. I think this one is. And he is slightly below, his red line is right here. Slightly below is favorable. So below the 0 line is going to be a favorable direction for us. And above will be adverse to us. And if we come back up the river a little bit, where we've got one that's definitely adverse, we can confirm that he's above the 0 and he's adverse. So we're going to want to travel when he's below. So if we next up to tomorrow, and if we are going to be, let's say we get up at 7, we get out of here, we should be up at that cut by like 08. So at 08, we're going to be below the 0. So that should be good for us. And if we come down to this guy here, and we look at, say, 09, 1000, We're still below the zero here, 1000, 1030, below the zero, so that looks good. So we got to get out of here early is the moral of the story. We're going to have an adverse arrow going through Snow's Cut, and that's just the way it is. They just don't line up so that you can get them all going your way. We're going to have adverse current going through Snow's Cut that we're just going to have to suck it up. But once we get out in the main river, we should have favorable current all the way down into our marina, arriving maybe at 10 or something like that. So that's the picture for tomorrow, and I'll see you in the morning. Bye. Good morning, 22 March, Saturday. It's 0608, and we're going to start getting the boat ready to get out of here right at sunrise. Zero 0715 underway. Preparing to enter Snow's Cut. So we made it to Cape Fear River. I couldn't take any video. I had to hand steer all the way through Snow's Cut and that access channel because of all the info warnings and everything. So you have to take the current planning seriously here. We've got a nice tail current now, but you'd hate to be fighting that. Wind is blowing 15 to 20 now. Lowered the engine speed. Just gonna cruise along at the current. I don't want to get to the marina too early. blowing high 20s now. So I just called the marina to see what conditions are like there. Probably be there in an hour, hour and a half, and basically the same wind conditions, mid 20s. And according to them, we're going to go in starboard side to their face dock, and the wind will kind of blow us up on the dock. So I specifically requested the opposite of this. I don't know where this wind came from. Blowing high 20s now. This was not on the weather report for today. Coming up on our turn where we're going to get off this channel and follow the ICW. So there we are, we're on the outside of the outer dock. Okay, we're in Southport, a little outside of Southport. It's about a mile down from the town itself. And this is where we're going to basically camp out until we get a weather window to go south. So we'll see how it goes. Talk to you soon.